Hey everybody, Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Riven, Lee Sin, Shaco, Lulu, and Tristana versus the blue team, who has Kog'Maw, Zyra, Master Yi, Nidalee, and Malphite. At the top lane, we have a matchup with Riven versus Malphite. Both of them main top lane, so no one's going to have a big advantage there. But Riven's been played by this person almost 30 times with a 53% win ratio, when Malphite's only been played by this person once and lost it. So I will give the advantage to the red team for that lane. And then if we look at the middle lane, we will have a Lee Sin versus an AP Nidalee. Lee Sin mains 80 carry, while Nidalee also mains 80 carry. So no one's going to have a huge advantage, actually. Lee Sin's been played by this person 9 times with a 77.77% win ratio, which is really, really good. Nidalee's been played by this person 4 times and only won 1 of them. So I think I will end up just giving this advantage to the Lee Sin. So again, that is going to be 2 for the red team and 0 for the blue team. Then if we look at the jungle, we're going to have Shaco versus the Master Yi. Now Shaco mains jungle, while Master Yi also mains jungle. So no one's going to have a big advantage. Shaco's been played by this person about 125 times with a 72% win ratio, which is absolutely phenomenal. Doing a great job. Master Yi's only been played by this person 6 times and only won once, which is really, really not that good. I mean, it's a really small sample size as well, but it's also not that great. So I think I'm going to have to give the jungle to the Shaco as well on the red team. And if we take a look at bottom lane, we will have Tristana versus the Kog'Maw. Now, Tristana mains top, while Kog'Maw mains 80 carry. This should give Kog'Maw a pretty big advantage. Tristana has never been played by this person, as to where Kog'Maw has been played by Doublelift 8 times with an 87% win ratio, which is really, really good. So I'm definitely going to have to give the advantage to the blue team on bottom lane. And as far as supports go, it's going to be Lulu and Zyra. Now Lulu mains jungle, while Zyra mains 80 carry, although that will most likely change since that's Aphromoo. Aphromoo is the main of support now. Lulu's been played by this person 14 times, where Zyra's only been played by this person once. So that should give an advantage to Lulu, but I think overall the Doublelift and Aphromoo combo is going to be way, way more superior. Overall, if you add up everybody's games, win-loss percentages, you'll see that the red team has a 66.48% chance of winning, as to where the blue team has a 45.00% chance of winning. I think I'm going to have to go with the percentages on this one and vote for the red team. They definitely have an advantage, and they have a lot more experience with the champions that they're playing. So let's go ahead and hop in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back with another slice of ELO heaven, back by popular demand, of course. Again, we do have Jelly in this game. Seems like it's up and rising star, in my opinion. At least it seems to be an up and rising star. Not really sure yet. Eremys, I haven't seen him since Season 2. It's really nice to see him back. Let's see who else we got. We have One Trick Pony. They actually banned out Hecarim. It must have been watching Doublelift's stream, or somebody did, because they did ban out that Hecarim. So One Trick Pony is not going to be as one tricky, or I guess one pony, since he's using the same trick. He won't be a pony. Just depressing. But we do have Aphromoo and Doublelift on the same team, which is always an exciting matchup. Zyra Kog'Maw is a really dirty team comp. She has a lot of protection. A whole lot of protection. She has the snare, she has the slow, she has her ultimate, but not only that, I mean, they have the slow from, they just have everything. Everything on their entire team. The only 2 people I don't think really fit in this comp is going to be the Master Yi and the Nidalee. Malphite's going to do really well with his Seismic Shard as well as his Unstoppable Force. That's really going to combo extremely nicely into Zyra's ultimate. The Unstoppable Force will. And that will also combo into an onslaught of auto attacks from Kog'Maw as well as Master Yi. Nidalee, I don't really know what she's doing here. Besides, she's going AP, so that's good. She'll be able to heal. She'll increase attack speed. So she's going to do what Nunu is not on this team to do. Oh, red team is setting up, but we do have a possible really aggressive Moo come. Oh, that could have been really bad. I don't know how far he's going to decide to go in there. He's all by himself. Kog'Maw is a little bit further back. He hasn't got anything yet, so he can still technically get something else, but oh man, doesn't look like he's paying attention at all. Was able to dodge it just a little bit, but Riven coming around from the back, able to do a lot of damage, and now Zyra's completely caught out of position, and that is a dead Zyra.
Minions have spawned.
Gonna do a nice little heap of damage over onto that Lulu, but that's gonna be first blood pretty easily. Very unfortunate play, but it was their fault. I don't know why they were sending the support right here. That's just such a bad move. It's a very interesting move. I mean, I guess it's relatively solid for solo queue, but for everything else, it's just not all that strong. They definitely got called out on it, called out on their bluff. It's possible that they could have been ghosted by Doublelift streaming, since he does stream live. He doesn't have that delay on, like a lot of people like. And that's actually a pretty big controversy that a lot of people have. A lot of people demand that the pro players, when you're on their team, they say, hey, you need to put on a delay because they're able to have free access to their minimap, basically. And it's even magnified because you can do a lot of things with that just by the minimap. You don't even have to have their whole stream up. But wow, Nidalee's going super, super low. Nice little engagement. She's going to be able to get out of there with just under 30 health. But at the same time, Malphite goes super low, gets to about 40 health himself. Wow, that is going to be really scary. Lee Sin's going to come in, and they will tag team these little wraiths here just fine. Nidalee's going to heal up with her health potions. She's not quite level 2 yet, so she won't be able to heal herself. Let's see if she picks it up. Yes, she does. And that heal is going to help her significantly. The lower levels are a little bit weakened, but they're still pretty good. Shaco is coming around, doing a little wraparound Jones. He gets caught out of position. They do see him there, and that could be quite a bit of damage. The fear does not quite proc off, but they do get the fear on the plant, which is all that matters. Oh, Lulu does end up going down. A nice little cleanse from Kog'Maw. That is going to be a tower shot coming out. They're not going to be able to follow up on it, and now Shaco's back in the mix. He's going to get the deceive. Going to get a flash from the Kog'Maw. That is going to avoid all additional auto attacks. Wow, beautiful play by Doublelift. It's just, you can definitely tell he has been practicing this Kog'Maw just a little bit. It's not one of the characters he's played frequently, but he's so good at macroing all champions. Especially, you know, ones like Vayne and things like that. He's just a really excellent mechanical player. And oh, Tristana is going to get that slow as well as the auto attack. But uh-oh, teleport coming out. And oh, Kog'Maw does not pick that up. That is going to be a nice little snare. Is he going to close the gap with the Alpha Strike? Yes, he will, and that is going to be a nice little shutdown. Big boost to gold here for the Master Yi. Not something you see often. Oh, we do have a nice little engage here. Nidalee is getting caught up, so she will get feared. She's going to heal herself. She's going to try to get out of there. Lee Sin does land it, and that is a very dead Nidalee. Unfortunately for them, but that's the way it happens. That is just the way it happens. So far, wow, top lane is getting absolutely obliterated. Riven is doing a phenomenal job out CSing and completely zoning. The experience difference isn't that much. Experience difference is not too much, but it's definitely enough. They're, you know, about a half level at this point. But wow, it's just Malphite's not getting any CS, and that can be extremely dangerous. Riven has that shield, so she can go into tower range, poke a little bit, and then get out of there. Wow, Tristana getting caught in position once again. That is going to be a nice little pickup for the Zyra once again. That is a very, very deadly Sin coming around from the back, doing another wraparound drones. Are they going to be able to catch him out of position? They do have a ward there. They do see it. Are they going to bait him out? That is the real question. Oh, a nice little snare coming out from Zyra, and that is a lot of damage onto Lulu, but Lulu's going to be able to get out of there with her Whimsy. Lee Sin coming back up into mid and possibly landing directly on. Oh, Riven gets so close to dying, has to blow her flash to get out of there. Barely gets out. She uses all 3 health potions. Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't know why she would recall if she's stacked all 3 health potions. In the meantime, oh, Lulu going super close to dying, down to about 100 HP. Oh, Yi is caught out of position. They do see him there. Oh, if that spear landed, that would have been a very, very deadly Sin. Oh man. In the meantime, Riven picks up the kill. Cannot believe that she's able to pick up the kill. She's not... Wow, she doesn't have a ward there. Oh, nice stun. Beautiful play by Riven, and there's nothing that Malphite was going to be able to do about that. She just now hit level 6, and that's going to help a lot. Oh, he is in the mix. Shaco's coming up, getting a nice little backstep. Guaranteed crit. Is the fear going to proc off? It does not even matter. Oh, he tries to get a little bit of extra damage, smites out that box, but Lee Sin is still going to get out of there successfully. Great play by the red team. Right now, the red team's up by 2 kills, about 500 gold. They did get first blood as well, and that's going to help them a lot. Riven is up by about double the gold. Lee Sin is up by about, 15, which is still pretty good. But then at the bottom, Kog'Maw, he has 2 kills, but still done by 1 kill. Up by almost 10 CS. Let's see if we... Okay, so Shaco's setting up boxes to try to take on this red buff. He should be able to take this pretty easily. He's going to get a nice little fear in there, and that extra smite is going to help. Yeah, that is going to be fantastic for him. Stealing off that smite is extremely useful. Or stealing off the red buff is extremely useful, because you definitely don't want Kog'Maw with red buff. That makes him so much harder to kill. Wow, a flash actually coming out from Nidalee. Definitely not the best choice. She's going to get ignited, and the safeguard for the safe. A lot of coordination between this Lee Sin and the Shaco. Lee Sin was a really good pickup by the red team since they also had a Shaco, because Lee Sin is so good against invisible champions that it's almost unfair that it happens. Oh, he's getting super low. Is he going to be able to survive this? Just barely. Gets his own blue if he doesn't need to give it to Lee Sin, and Yi is just doing as much as he can. It looks like Yi is also going AP. So Nidalee's AP and so is Yi. Which should prove to be a very interesting event. And Malphite has some AP himself too. Is it bugging? Does everybody have AP? Kog'Maw doesn't have AP, there we go. Zyra does not either, but she does primarily magic damage. I find it a little bit weird that Yi actually ended up taking blue buff over Nidalee. I guess Nidalee doesn't technically need it since she has Cougar form, but she's still getting into a lot of troubles. But bottom lane, something crazy happened. Let's see exactly what transpired here. I'm assuming a Grasping Roots, followed by an ultimate. Oh, a nice, beautiful play. The ultimate now coming out. That is going to be a free pickup for that Kog'Maw. The Ignite actually going down on the Zyra, even though Kog'Maw was tanking the tower. Oh, Shaco's in the mix, gets a guaranteed crit, gets the slow, and that's going to be a lot of damage, but the slow is going to be enough for Kog'Maw to get away. Deceive, when is it back up? Hallucinate just to get a little bit of tanky, and that is going to be a nice little kill. Oh, he is on a mission. Is he going to pick it up? He's so close. All he needs to do is Highlander once again. Oh, that was a beautiful deceive over that wall. Oh, a great job by Lee Sin being able to pick that up. Nidalee needs to heal it, but not in time. Doesn't quite get that heal, and then the safeguard over the wall. Is Nidalee going to be able to chase him down? That is the real question. He's going to flash out. Nidalee is going to keep going. Should be able to safeguard one of these minions here pretty soon. Yes, he does get the safeguard. Nidalee got the speed buff. Is going. Wow, this is an epic chase. He's going to get another slow on him. And, oh, a spear coming out does not land. That's like what I'm saying. That was a lot of coordination between the two. Oh, man, what did I... Of course, we gotta miss something already. Nidalee is relatively not tanky. She's super, super squishy right now. He's getting hit a guaranteed crit, followed up with the slow, and oh, Nidalee does not quite finish it off. Really, really close to getting it, but does not quite. Highlander now coming out. That is going to be a nice little alpha strike with a shutdown onto Lee Sin, which is going to give him a nice little stack of gold once again. That is the second shutdown that Master Yi has gotten. Master Yi is a very, very, very scary champion to play against if he's fed. Nice job by Lee Sin being able or nice job, sorry, by Shaco to being able to bait out that gank. And oh my gosh, Alpha Strike doesn't actually land on Shaco. Quite unfortunate. But mid tower looks like it will end up going down. There's a lot of extra going down mid. Kog'Maw is throwing on the Bio Arcane Barrage as frequently as possible. And yeah, they're just going to zone this out. Wow, Kog'Maw is going to be able to pick up the kill. Is he going to get a double? Yes, he will. Zyra goes down, but it's definitely worth getting a double kill over. Wow, beautiful plays by the Kog'Maw Zyra once again. And oh, Shaco's coming around, but he's not going to be able to follow up with that. He's a little bit further away than he wanted to be. And uh-oh, this could also be bad. Malphite is getting down. The Ignite from Riven is also down, but she has her ultimate. Has she engaged it, though? Has she launched it out? That is the question. Yeah, it looks like it has finally ran out. And, oh, man. Nidalee gets super low dying. She does end up going down at the same time. Yes, Kog'Maw kills his Shaco as a killer with the passive. Oh man, there's just so much action happened at the same time. Let's see if we can replay what happened at bottom, and then we'll get back to everything else. Okay, so Shaco's gonna go in here for a nice little backstab crit and keep going, gets the Ignite off, and that is gonna be a nice little fear from the Shack Box. That's a lot of damage. He's able to pick it up, and right here, as you can see, he tries to deceive away, but he dies just before because he's still in the range. But at the same time, Riven is going to get a stun onto both members, but she's slowed down. The Unstoppable Force will pick that up easily. Red team's pinging off for the Dragon because they know that their jungler is top. They're going to force this as fast as possible, and yeah, they will be able to pick that up without any issues. Red team ends up losing a tower, but they do take that dragon, and that dragon is going to be a lot more useful in the long run. Oh, Lee Sin's coming around the back. He knows that Yi's here. Yi does get the kill on the dragon. Oh no, Yi is going to be completely dead. He's going to start all that off. Wow, that Meditate is super strong. He's going to pop that Highlander, try to avoid the Sonic Wave, but man, that Sonic Wave is on heat sync with the Diamond. Diamond right now doing a phenomenal job with that Lee Sin. While at the same time, Kog'Maw getting caught out of position. Zyra now throwing down her ultimate. Is this going to be enough? A nice cleanse coming out from Kog'Maw. That is going to be a nice, beautiful kill. Oh, Kog'Maw just barely gets out of there. One more tower shot, and I think he would have went down. Riven, in the meantime, is taking the top tower. Is she going to be able to finish it off? That is the real question. Lee Sin coming around from the back. This could be really bad. They have no more. Oh, Kog'Maw's trying to get greedy and pick up this kill. Ends up dying to the ultimate from Tristana. And then he's just going to go for an explosion. The Cathian Surprise is definitely not doing as much work as he would like. There's a lot of mobility on the red team, and that is something that he's going to have to deal with. His passive is just not going to do that much damage, or it's not really going to land very frequently. Lee Sin once again coming around from the back, but he's caught him out. Oh, Nidalee getting caught out of position. Goes down to half health almost instantly. Holy cow, Lee Sin only has a Bloodthirster. I thought he might have had a Brutalizer or a Black Cleaver by now, but wow, he ends up opting for that Bloodthirster before 15 minutes. 6 kills already. Doing a wonderful job in this game, and that is going to be a nice little red buff pickup. Is it going to follow up? A nice spear coming out. Oh, this could be a great Dragon Kick. It doesn't look like it will happen, though. That is going to be a ton of damage. Nice Alpha Strike coming in. Riven has her ultimate. She launched it out, and she's going to be able to finish up that Nidalee without any problems whatsoever. Kog'Maw is now kind of caught out of position. He gets stunned. So does Zyra. Zyra gets the snare. Malphite is... Oh, man. This is not good for Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw goes down almost instantly. Tries to get as much damage as possible, but ends up not doing much of anything at all. Very unfortunate. You could definitely tell the lack of coordination between the blue team compared to the red team. The red team is doing just an overall phenomenal job at coordinating every single kill, every single gank, as well as getting out of the jungle and getting out of bad positions. The red team has taken 2 towers so far, that being the top and the mid tower. They're kind of pressuring down bottom. It's almost down. They could probably do it if they really tried. But we'll see what they continue on doing. Tristana can farm like a madman right now, but Kog'Maw's up by 30 CS, doing a phenomenal job. And yeah, that is going to be a free pink ward for Zyra. Killing a pink ward is extremely beneficial. Because not many people actually get oracles anymore. Wow, nice snare coming out from Zyra, but Tristana, after she got snared, she was still able to rocket jump, which is always one of those little annoying things that you never really wanted to happen. That type of thing, that's what that situation is right there. Nice try by Lulu, just kind of face checking the brush with her glitter lance. Definitely not the worst idea if you have a cheap mana ability. And just use it to check a brush. It's better safe than sorry. I mean, worst is they're not there. Best is you get the first hit on them and the jump. Red team is being signaled to fall back. Don't know why they're being signaled to fall back. They're winning a majority of these team fights, although Kog'Maw is doing a great job this game so far. Oh man, and that is once again another great deceive, but that is giving me an alpha strike, doing a ton of damage. An instant kill onto the Shaco with the clone, and wow, Yi is gonna be he's gonna have to chuck it out of there. He has nice little meditation to keep them separated. Spear isn't really doing much damage, but wow, at the same time, Lulu almost goes down. Blue team takes the second tower. Red team's working on the third one, being the second middle inhibitor. And a great job by... Wow, Lee Sin gets chunked for a lot of his health from that spear. If an unstoppable force comes out, along with a seismic shard and a ground slam, I think you could probably kill him. But Riven is here, she's using the stun, and they're going to do what they've been doing most of the game. Nice unstoppable force coming out from Riven. Or sorry, from Malphite onto Riven, and oh man, this could not be good. Yep, that is a very deadly set. Red team is pinging out their blue buff because they think that they're there. Either that or they know they're not there, so they just want to get protection. Dun, dun, dun. Nice blue buff for Shaco. Shaco's gonna have a deceive on quite a little bit lower of a cooldown now, but look at his CS in comparison to Master Yi. It's less than half. He's doing a phenomenal job. He also has 4 kills and 4 assists. Yeah, he's up by about 1,300 gold. Already picking up that Void Staff, very, very early Void Staff. Has the Sheen as well as the Chain Vest. Now the question is whether he's going to go for that really early Lich Bane, or if he's going to go for, the Hourglass. I would assume he's going to go for the Lich Bane because he kind of needs a little bit of AP, as well as that auto attack. It really, really helps. Red and blue team are both pinging off Dragon. They both want it. They both know what's up. And Lulu's going to be able to get down this ward pretty easily with the assistance of that pink ward. And red team is making a huge appearance here. There are 5 members to the blue team. Tristana is kind of in the way. She doesn't want to go all in quite yet. She's going to poke at her from afar, as Tristana always does. And wow, a nice spear smashing in the face. Yi doing everything he can. Wow, gets... Oh, very unfortunate for Master Yi. Shaco almost goes down. That is going to be a beautiful play. Lulu has to end up ulting. Is she going to get away from this? No, she will not. And oh, Lee Sin ends up going down. And that is another dead Tristana as well. Great job by Kog'Maw being able to clean this up pretty easily. Dragon did go down, which is unfortunate. And uh-oh, Shaco is there. He throws on the jukes. Thought he went behind, but he had no idea he went right in front of them. That could have been really, really scary for Shaco if Kog'Maw continued to follow. Yeah, that could have been really good. It could also have been really hilarious. But unfortunately, it just doesn't happen. Kog'Maw's pretty good against Invisibles as long as he can hit his his living artillery. It does reveal stealthies, and that's always a benefit. Of course, Lee Sin has many abilities because he's blind, so he can see invisible people. That's how stuff works in the real world. It looks like both teams are kind of at a stalemate right now. Blue team is coming back. They're actually in the lead by about 1,000 gold now, which they were behind by quite a bit. But they're starting to bring it back, and that is definitely going to be useful. E getting caught out of position, but at the same time, Zyra also does. Let's see what happened to Zyra here. Oh, a nice Sonic Wave coming out from Lee Sin. Lee Sin's going to do all the damage that he can. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much an instant kill with the assistance of a Whimsy. Nothing too major. But wow. That is a very, very dead Zyra. And that is going to give the red team a little bit of improvement to just be able to push. And yeah, Tristana gets a nice tower at the bottom lane, which is going to hurt still. Once again, the red team is starting to regain control. They're starting to group up. They decided that they weren't going to choke anymore on this game. And now it's very possible that they could split up and start going for a nice little kill. And oh, that is going to be real dangerous. Riven coming out, getting the stun off. Is she going to be able to finish it up? He is pretty tanky, but he's not that... No, not even close. With Meditate, he's that tanky probably, but without it, he's not really all that tanky. Nice little speed steal coming out from Malphite. Malphite doing what he can, what he does best. Zyra getting a nice snare onto Riven. Is Riven going to go down? Yes, she will. That is a great crit coming out from that Kog'Maw. That Infinity Edge is helping out so much. Got the Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer just for a little bit of extra damage. And it doesn't... Yeah, they're not going to pursue. They may just end up going for the Baron. They are pinging it. Yes, it looks like they will end up going for it. This is going to be extremely useful. Unfortunately, there was a fail ward over the wall for the red team, and 2 wards coming out in that brush. Finally, Lulu is able to get a ward in there. They're pinging it off really, really hard. They're trying to do as much as they can, and oh man, that is not going to be good. Nice shield coming out onto Tristana, but Tristana's not going to be able to do too much. The Baron is at about 1,000 health, 700. They're able to pick that up, and Unstoppable Force almost instant killing 2 members with that Alpha Strike. And oh, he's still following up, but wow, a beautiful Dragon Kick at the last second. He's gonna be able to follow up. Alpha Strike, Alpha Strike, boom. And that was a beautiful play coming out from the blue team. Really starting to kick the red team's ass at this point. Let's see if they keep it up. Yi is such a good pusher, especially once he levels up quite a bit and gets those items that he needs. If he can hit level 16, that will also help quite a bit. But man, that Alpha Strike just does so much damage. Yeah, he did pick up the needlessly large rod, so he will be going for the Hourglass, it seems. And now Yi is going to back off. Probably the best choice for Yi, even though he does have his ultimate. There's still quite a bit of CC. Wow, in the meantime, red team takes middle tower, but Riven gets a nice little ultimate off onto Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's going to get shut down, and that is going to be a nice little bit of damage going down onto Riven. And she's not really going to lose anything from that. Oh, but a bam! Spear in the face! Oh, Zyra taking a ton of damage. That is not going to be good. Oh, spear not quite landing. And Malphite going real hard in the paint. He gets a ground slam. The spear just barely missing again. Oh my gosh. It's so sad. So sad. And that's really not good that Kog'Maw died even though he had Baron buff. That's one of the champions that you really don't want to not have Baron. Out of any of the champions, he's one of the last ones that you wanted to lose in that fight. They were able to take a tower, but a tower for losing a Kog'Maw with Baron is possibly not worth it. He's still extremely powerful. He still has that Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper. Pretty much the typical three item build coming out from Season 2. Tristana's opting to go a little bit of a different route. She got Static Shiv with the Infinity Edge. Static Shiv's Chain Lightning can also crit. So I really like that interaction with the Infinity Edge. Not many people have done it, but it's still really amusing when it does happen. Zyra's doing a great job all she can. She's throwing out the abilities, putting out some plants, just creating a lot of pressure on the map, kind of zoning, if you will. And nice job by Lee Sin, gonna be able to stop Shaco at the same time.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Red team took the dragon. Blue team looks like they're going straight for the inhibitor tower, possibly? Yeah, it looks like they will. They're just gonna backdoor it. They're not even gonna care. The red team's coming out from behind them. And what are they going to do about that? That is the real question. There's now GA. Oh man, Zyra goes down almost instantly. But in the meantime, Doublelift getting initiated on. Is this going to be enough? Oh my gosh, he gets kicked back. Nice and Support Force coming out. Oh, just barely does that go through. And the safeguard should go up. Nice spear at the very last second. And wow, double kill. Another great crit from that Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's just doing so much work. That is a 4-for-1 right now. Shaco's trying to do as much damage as he can to that tower. I just don't see how this is going to work out for them. This can be one inhibitor down for the red team. One Nexus tower down. Are they going to be able to finish this game up right now? It looks as if they will. The Nexus is already exposed. There's nobody there. And yep, that is going to be game. Well, it kind of just swung heavily into the favor of the blue team after a while. It wasn't even a big gold swing or anything. It was just they were winning all the team fights pretty easily. I don't know. It's hard to even say pretty easily because they're only up by 2 kills. It was just a lot of their really stupid mistakes set them back. But either way, you know, congratulations to the blue team, GG to the red team. And again, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, especially if you want to see more. If you have any requests for champions or players that you want to see, leave me a comment, send me a message, however you can get a hold of me, and I will try to hunt that person or champion down. Until tomorrow, guys, I'll see you then. Bye.